At a terrorist camp, a wealthy Chinese businessman is being held hostage. Rambo and his Expendables have taken the rescue job. They roll in like walking arsenals, heading straight for the terrorist's base.
Here we go! Shit! Come on, you bastard!
Overwhelming firepower clears the way, and they reach the building where the hostage is held. They split into two teams. One squad storms the building, while the other stands guard outside. Just then, an attack helicopter comes in hot. Pinned down by heavy fire, Barney and Lee take cover. That's when Barney spots a motorcycle nearby. He fires up the engine, and the bike launches at the chopper like a rocket. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is trading fire with the enemy. Caesar works his AA-12, and Yang takes them on with pure hand-to-hand skill. They clear the building in no time, stopping the terrorists before the hostage can be harmed. But when Barney finally reaches the hostage, he finds out it's Trench. Turns out he took the same job. He just wasn't good enough, and the terrorists ended up holding him too. The real hostage is right behind them. After that, they zipline down to the extraction point. What they don't expect is just how many enemies are waiting. Barney and Lee take a fall. The second they get back on their feet, they're completely surrounded. But neither of them panics. Barney just makes a hand signal. Turns out Billy has been covering them the whole time. With Billy laying down fire, the Expendables pull out clean. Barney brings the plane down onto the lake, picks up every last man, and the mission goes off without a hitch. With the rescue behind them, they hit a bar to celebrate. Back on the plane, Barney is just about to lie down when someone calls his name. Sure enough, Mr. Church is back. Back in the first Expendables, Church handed Barney a job. Barney not only broke the deal, he leveled an entire island and walked off with $5 million of Church's money. But Church isn't here to settle that score. He's here to offer a second chance. A CIA plane has been shot down. Inside the wreck is a safe, and what's in that safe cannot fall into the wrong hands. Church wants Barney to bring it back.
And then we'll read. Get there.
The safe's code resets automatically every 120 seconds. Enter it wrong, and the whole thing blows. To make sure the job gets done, Church sends a woman named Maggie along for the operation. The two of them meet, and Barney tries to talk her out of it.
I think it's a mistake you coming along.
But Maggie is about to blow his assumptions about women wide open. They reach the crash site soon after. Barney sends Billy to take the high ground, while everyone else moves into the wreckage. Sure enough, the safe is there. Caesar and Barney force the door together. Maggie hooks up her equipment, enters the code, and finds out it's wrong. Worse, she's just armed the explosive. 1 minute on the clock. Barney tells her to get out now, but Maggie insists on one more try. Meanwhile, the two of them are barely holding on. Close call. Maggie cracks the code with seconds to spare, and gets the case out of the safe.
You got guts. No common sense. The guts. Come on.
Barney radios Billy to fall back, but there's no answer. They climb to the ridge to find him, only to discover Billy in the hands of a group of mercenaries, using him to force the Expendables to drop their weapons.
He's a strong soldier. Let's see how strong he is.
When the team refuses to surrender, the mercenaries pin Billy to the ground.
He's gonna kill him.
Drop him!
They strip the team of their weapons, and Villain demands the case.
His heart. Out.
Which piece of shit?
Wait!
Lee tosses it on the dirt with contempt, and Hector doesn't take that well at all.
Now pick it up. Hand it to me nicely.
Lee is furious, but with the bigger picture at stake, he has no choice but to swallow it.
Lie down with your face on the ground until we leave.
To save Billy, Barney and his men do exactly as they're told. What none of them expect is that Villain has no honor at all. The moment the enemy boards the helicopter, Barney charges forward. Looking down at Billy's body, the fire of revenge is already burning in him. He turns on Maggie, and demands to know what's in the case. She doesn't hold back anymore. Inside is a computer, storing the schematics of a mine, and inside that mine, sit 5 tons of weapons-grade nuclear material. Once Billy is laid to rest, Barney gets Church on the phone, and tells him straight, he isn't finishing the job for Church. He's finishing it for his man. Then they head for the mine. At the mine, Villain has villagers working at gunpoint. His men open the computer from the case, and find the exact location of the material. Next, they plan to haul it out, and sell it to the Russians for a fortune. Elsewhere, the Expendables arrive near the mine. Barney and Lee walk into a bar, and notice Villain's mercenaries drinking there too. After putting a few of them down, Maggie gets the intel out of them. Lee heads back to the plane for weapons and gear, while Barney and the others hole up to regroup. Early the next morning, mercenaries surround the house. Low on ammunition, the team scrambles for cover, stalling for time, and waiting on Lee's backup. What shows up instead is an enemy tank. Out of ammo, they can do nothing but keep falling back. Barney's gun is down to its last round. Right then, a figure walks out of the smoke. Barney recognizes him instantly. His name is Booker. Like the Expendables, he works for money. The difference is, Booker prefers to work alone. Everything that just happened out there was one man's doing. Barney offers him a spot on the team, but Booker turns it down. Right after Booker leaves, Lee pulls up. They load up and get back on the road, but they don't make it far. Before they're ambushed again, they pile out of the truck, ready to fight. Strangely, whoever is shooting can't shoot straight. Every round just grazes past them. They follow the gunfire back to the source, and the shooters turn out to be a group of women. As it happens, Villain took their husbands to work the mine as slave labor. Fighting back was the only option they had left, so they picked up guns. After hearing their story, Barney decides to stay and help them. Before long, the mercenaries come back to round up more villagers. A boy lures them into the church, where Lee has been waiting for a while. At the same time, the rest of the team moves in from the perimeter. Elsewhere, Villain already has the nuclear material in hand.
You buried them all.
Meanwhile, Barney moves in to scout the mine. They find the enemy is armed to the teeth, not just heavy machine guns, but anti-tank cannons as well. A head-on assault is clearly off the table, but that has never stopped this crew.
You're not doing what I think you're doing! Yeah, I am! Let's do it! You're gonna need a new plane.
Villain, however, is already out of the cavern. He hits the switch and sets off the charges planted in advance. Barney yells for everyone to get out, but when they reach the entrance, it's sealed shut by a massive boulder. Just as they run out of options, the boulder starts to shudder, and a rock crusher comes plowing through.
I'm back.
Trench arrives in the nick of time, pulling the Expendables and the villagers out. The villagers are finally reunited with their families. Church shows up on site too. It turns out that after his call with Barney, he sent Trench in as backup. From there, they board a CIA helicopter and beat Villain to the airport. Villain is caught completely off guard. He drives his vehicle straight into the terminal and splits his men into two groups. One hauls the material to the hangar to load the plane, while the other stays with him to handle the Expendables. Passengers scatter in every direction. Barney hits them from behind the glass, and the mercenaries take heavy losses. His team holds behind cover, waiting for the right moment. Right then, Booker walks into the fight. Against four men like these, the mercenaries never stood a chance. At the same time, the rest of the team closes in from outside. Seeing the tide turn, Villain runs for the hangar, and Barney goes after him. With enemy numbers still climbing, Church comes up with an idea. He rolls up in a beat-up car, and tells Trench to get in fast.
Your shoe is bigger than this car.
The two of them turn into a mobile gun platform, and clean out the rest in short order. Meanwhile, Barney chases Villain into the hangar. Being the men they are, they both set down their weapons, ready to settle this the old-fashioned way. Rocky strikes first, dropping low and slamming him to the ground, then landing a fist as he tries to get up. Villain can't answer back at all. Rocky hauls him up and throws him over his back. Villain uses the opening to headbutt him, then follows with a kick. This is his signature move, the flying kick. Rocky is on the back foot for the moment, but it doesn't take him long to find his opening. He grabs a chain and loops it around Villain's neck. And Villain doesn't get up again. And just like that, the Expendables tear Villain's plan apart, finish the job, and free the villagers from his grip. Under all that muscle and gunmetal, these men have real loyalty and heart. Church gives Barney a brand new plane, and this crew of 80-year-olds sets off on the next ride.